Chris, that was a stellar win today. How does this feel for you?
I mean, the card today was absolutely phenomenal. Um, I don't think I could have asked for a better opportunity to come here and race here in Canada and have a have a really good chance to take it to the top guys today. I know we don't really get this opportunity much often to compete for wins, and when we do, we either come out on top or we just come just short. But yeah, it car was amazing. Strategy was perfect. We played it just right. We were able to jump a lot of the guys that came in together and just messed up the entire pit cycle. And we just were able to jump them and went on to fight Hamilton and Leclerc, and just after fighting them, just kind of ran away with it.
Obviously, going into today, you said that you were racing in honor of your friend and race engineer, Bryce Newcomb. Does this feel special getting the victory today?
I mean, it's nice to win for him and to know everything that I've been through for the past couple of weeks. It was nice to have kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess you could say. That, in all honesty, just needed to happen. Um, you know, Back in Monaco when I got that phone call, I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to do, and I needed to race around half an hour after I got told. So it's just like I'll go out there and race and do the best I can. And I feel like we extracted as much out of the car as we could that day, and we got the best. We got as good of a finish as we could have gotten out of Monaco. But it definitely it definitely was something that, in my opinion, was very hard to kind of forget about and not really linger over as much as anybody else would in my shoes. Um, but just knowing where I came from back in Monaco to now, uh, it was definitely one of the happier endings that I feel like I could have ever asked for in my entire life.
You said after the race that it was hard to enjoy this win. Is that thought still in your mind that this win is hard to enjoy considering what has happened over the past couple of weeks?
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to race and you're supposed to be, all happy and giddy about it, and you're supposed to enjoy the moment. But this is the second time this season that I've won a race, and I haven't really been able to enjoy it as much as for me winning it, because both of my race wins came after something tragic happened in my life. I mean, China was probably one of the better examples of the reasoning behind, or what, in all honesty, was kind of hard for me to enjoy. It was 1 year after my grandmother had passed away, and I wanted to win on her day, but I just didn't think we could do it. And I was shocked that we did win it, and I was happy that we still won, but it was hard to celebrate then because, I had my grandma on my mind. And knowing that she had passed a year before, and knowing that I wanted to, make her happy and, do the best I could for her back in China. And then this whole thing with, my race engineer, my best friend, happens. And, I didn't want it to linger over me for as long as it has. And, I came here and wasn't expecting to win. And in all honesty, I still didn't think I was going to win today. We started P5. And I thought, that was the best we could do, but we just, like I said, we just have such good pace that we were able to go out there and win. And a lot of people may look at me and probably say, you should enjoy this one. You're supposed to enjoy this one. You can't just brush it off as if it never happened. But it's hard to celebrate these kinds of wins when something tragic like that happens in your life, and it just completely overshadows what you were trying to do. And what I was trying to do was, to not let that happen. And I didn't. I wanted to come here. I wanted to win here, and I wanted to celebrate if I got the chance to win. I was gonna feel so happy if I won, and that's what it boiled down to. But the thing is that both China and here, it was hard to celebrate win wise, and it was just more of, I did it for the person I wanted to do it for, and I did it for my grandma back in China. I did it for my best friend here in Canada, and I don't know when I'll get the opportunity to, have another dominant car ever again and go on to win a race, because it feels like something tragic in my life needs to happen in order for me to win. And it sucks to say, but at the same time, it's just kind of something that is being like a reoccurring theme, and unfortunately something that I didn't think would happen, and unfortunately it is happening. To where I just, I win shortly after, something tragic in my life happens, like I said. And if I get another win, I'm either gonna do it without that, or I'm gonna have something again tragic happen in my life to where I have a fire lit under me even more to go out there and win. Um, but I really don't want it to come to that, and I'll just say this, and I'll say this to you, and even for everyone back at home. I just want to win a race without something tragic going on in my life. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted. Going into this season, I did not expect this. I wish it could have ended up a lot more different than what it has. And it's obvious that, it hasn't gone the way that I thought it would win wise. But I really, if there's ever a race I win next, I want to savor the moment, and I want to be able to celebrate way more than I was able to back in China, and way more than I was able to back in Canada, because pretty much both races I've cried, after the fact, because they're for people that I, genuinely care about, and I've lost one of them, and one of them I almost lost, and it's just gonna. I've gotten to the point where now I just want to win a race without something like that happening. I really want to enjoy a race win, and I'm not saying I don't like the fact I won these races, because I do. I love the fact that I won them. It's just hard to celebrate when you know the reasoning behind it, and you find out, why i.e. me, went out there and won, because like I said before, something tragic happened in my life that made it that way.